Hello, my name is Merabarat Mahan, and I am here to tell you about what is psychosis. Psychosis, from the ancient Greek psyche, for mind/soul, and osis, for abnormal condition, means abnormal condition of the mind, and is a generic psychiatric term for a mental state often described as involving a loss of contact with reality.
People suffering from psychosis are described as psychotic. Psychosis is given to the more severe forms of psychiatric disorder, during which hallucinations and delusions and impaired insight may occur. Some professionals say that the term psychosis is not sufficient as some illnesses grouped under the term psychosis have nothing in common. Gelder, Maha and Geddes, 2005. Indeed, a complex constellation of neurological and psychological factors can result in the altered signaling observed in psychosis. In otherwise normal individuals, certain chemical compounds like ketamine can produce psychotic symptoms. Prolonged or high-dose use of psychostimulants will alter a function like the manic phase of bipolar disorder. NMDA antagonists replicate the sum of the so-called negative symptoms, for instance, thought disorder in subanesthetic doses, and catatonia in high doses. Psychostimulants, especially in one already prone to psychotic thinking, can cause some positive symptoms, such as delusional beliefs, particularly those persecutory in nature. However, some positive symptoms lack a simple neurotransmitter-based explanation, specifically, the auditory hallucinations observed in schizophrenia. These have a much more complex genesis, involving abnormal synaptic plasticity and the formation of a parallel process within the brain. In a schizophrenic's brain, an independent circuit within the anterior cortex/basal ganglia complex has formed. This then results in the auditory hallucinations observed in schizophrenia. Thus, the neurochemical alterations which induce psychosis in otherwise healthy people are indicative that the root of the symptoms could be altered transmission of signals necessary for rational language self-expression. The terms psychosis and psychotic are very broad and can mean anything from relatively normal aberrant experiences through to the florid and catatonic expressions of schizophrenia and bipolar type 1 disorder. Despite this, psychosis is a term generally given to noticeable deficits in normal behavior, known as deficit or negative signs, or more commonly to the florid experiences of hallucinations or delusional beliefs. People experiencing psychosis may exhibit personality changes and thought disorder. Depending on its severity, this may be accompanied by unusual or bizarre behavior, as well as difficulty with social interaction and impairment in carrying out daily life activities. It is also important to note that psychosis usually refers to negative expressions, that is paranoia, stereotypy, etc., rather than ecstatic experience such as religious ecstasy, though with such a broad term, there are no hard and fast rules. A wide variety of central nervous system diseases, from both external poisons and internal physiologic illness, can produce symptoms of psychosis.